Eve Nation, happy Monday. We are back. Monday's my mentoring day, so spending the day mentoring the people on my team. I like having one day per week just to focus on them and what they need help with, and I pop in on, now it's mostly Zoom calls and hangouts to see what's up, see how I can mentor and guide and be a source of inspiration to keep pushing them. Sometimes it's heavy into mindset stuff. Sometimes it's actual tactics, but I like having one day per week to focus on my team. And now get to be here chatting with you guys as my little break in between my sessions. Like it. Welcome aboard. I see a bunch of awesome people here in the house. We got Zachary, we got Natalie, we got Rana, Selena. Welcome. I've got a special guest that I'm looking for here, but if you guys have questions while we wait, pop them down in the chat. Oh, there, I see. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be fun. Let's see. Nip Neat here is in the house. Bring in Nip Neat and see how we can bring value here on a Monday afternoon. Here we go. Nip Neat in the house.
Oh my God.
Hello,
Evan. Good. How are you? Oh
Good.
my God. I'm so excited.
God, what? You're so excited? All right, great. Well, I'm excited too.
Great. Oh my God. This is such a dream come true to go live with you. Oh my goodness.
It's happening. It
is. Oh my goodness.
Where are you from? Where's home for you?
British Columbia. I'm in Surrey right now. Surrey, British Columbia.
Hey, fellow Canadian. I love it.
Yes.
Great. How's COVID out there right now?
It's actually pretty bad right here. But I guess a lot of people are still celebrating Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. We celebrate.
Oh, thank you.
Most of my audience is American, and they don't know that we celebrate it a month earlier. Oh, she cut out. Oh, she's back. There we go. Okay, you cut out for a second.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. I know a lot of Americans celebrate it in November, but in Canada we have it here in October. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Nitnita is part of our Movement Makers program, and so we're doing this session live to do some coaching. So what do you got? How can I help?
Okay. Actually, I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel for the longest time now.
Okay.
I think 2013 I wanted to start a YouTube channel, but then something got in the way.
2013.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Whoa.
That's a long time ago.
7
That is a
years.
long time. I know. But then due to family reasons, I wasn't really allowed to be on YouTube, if I could say. Then
Okay.
I was like, okay, I understand. And then now I live on my own. And I really want to get back into YouTube and, have a video out there because I do write a lot. Actually, I'm a lot interested in law of attraction and coaching and life coaching basically. And I wanted to put my videos on YouTube regarding that. I've been writing a lot since like 2012 or something. And that so I do have material ready, but I guess when it comes to putting it on the video, I do get really conscious about how I look on the video or how I'm not coming really genuine when I'm on the video because I focus a lot on the expressions. I think I'm really good when, let's say I'm just putting an audio out there. So I've really been thinking whether I should go YouTube or a podcast. So I really wanted to ask you, so which is a better option for me? Just because I get too involved into the, how I look on the camera and how my expressions are coming off and if they're coming off genuine or not.
Yeah, that's not a good enough reason not to post video.
Okay.
So, and listen, it took me 350 videos until I wasn't embarrassed by myself on camera. 350 videos, public videos, where I'd watch them like, oh my God, I can't watch them. All for different reasons, right? I can't believe I said this. I can't believe how it sounded. It sounded so bad. I mean, all of that. We're our own worst enemy. 350 videos, and then 700 videos until I inspired myself, right? Where I watched the video back, I'm like, oh wow, I'm starting to get good at this. 700 videos. So it's just starting. It's just doing it. You know, I think there is a moment to be critical to say, okay, how can I do better? But also to praise yourself and congratulate yourself for doing it because it's hard. And if you're talking about personal development and life coaching, what is your message? Only do something if it's perfect, you know. So you have to live the message yourself. I think that's what will make people want to connect with you, learn from you, work with you, is that you're actually living the message, not just saying. You can't say go for it. You can't say do it. You can't say just try. If you're afraid to go for it and do it and just try, right?
Definitely.
So yeah, live in your message. So I would definitely do it on YouTube. It's okay to look at it with a critical eye and say, okay, next time I'm going to get better. But to pay attention to the progress that you're making and saying, I'm doing it, you know, like, hey, I've wanted to do this for 7 years and now I'm finally doing it. And just expect to suck and then just get a little bit better every day.
So do you still think that it's okay to have whatever, like, expressions and just put a video out there, or should I still start with the audio and then maybe if I'm like, okay, my videos are out there, I should now go with the video, or just put a video, me speaking? Okay.
Yeah, go right to video, and then you can take the audio and turn it into a podcast.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You take the same video and you just take out the audio and make that into your podcast if you want.
Okay.
But definitely straight to video. And I would lean in on the things that you feel insecure about. To not, if you're worried about being inauthentic, then the answer is to actually just tap into your heart and express it. So your first video could be, hey, I've wanted to start a YouTube channel for 7 years and I haven't, for a bunch of reasons. But, you know, a big one is because I'm just afraid. I'm afraid of how I'm going to look. I'm afraid of my expressions. I'm afraid that nobody's going to watch. I'm afraid that people are going to watch and they're going to judge me. And I don't even know what I'm going to talk about really on my channel yet, but I'm excited to do this because this makes me nervous. This makes me scared. And I want to try to inspire other people to chase down their dreams as well. So stay tuned for content to come, right? Post. There's your first video.
Awesome.
As opposed to trying to be perfect, you lean in on the things that you're actually thinking or worried about. And I think that makes you more human and makes people want to connect with you even more.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Okay. The second question I had was, I do speak. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
No, that's great. But no, hold on. You just did it, right? I'm a little nervous, right? You lean in on it. It's okay to be nervous. Right? So that's what I want you to do is if you get nervous in front of the camera, you should say, even making this video, I'm really nervous making this video because I'm worried of like whatever is making you worried. Okay. And you record it and you make that part of your video so that you're not trying to be a fake version of you, the perfect version. You're actually being you. And that's what people will resonate with.
Great. I also had a second question about how I speak 2 different languages, actually 3, but and I wanted to put videos in English and my native language as well. So should I go for 2 different channels regarding that? Because I don't know if I'll get to speak to you soon regarding that. So I just wanted to ask the question, although I don't even have a video out, but still, like, should I make one English and one, my language channel, or it's the same channel for now and then?
Different channels for sure.
Okay.
You want to think audience. So if it's a different audience, it's a different channel.
Okay.
So for language, what's your native language?
Punjabi.
Great. So most people who speak English don't speak Punjabi.
No.
I don't speak Punjabi.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, a lot of people who speak Punjabi might speak or at least understand English, but it doesn't go the other way around. And so what would happen is if somebody likes your English content, but then half of the content is something they don't understand, they're not going to watch your videos and they're going to unsubscribe from your channel. So if it's a different audience, it's a different channel. Okay. Usually what happens with international channels, you can find that the The English channel is the most competitive.
Okay.
There's a lot of people doing it. It's still a chance to win. I still think YouTube is still super early. I think there's still a big opportunity for most people. What you'll find, if you made the same quality content in both languages, you'll probably find that the Punjabi channel takes off faster, but
Okay.
will pay you almost nothing.
Oh, okay.
So it really depends on what are you valuing. If what you
Mm-hmm.
are trying to aim for is views and subscribers, then
Mm-hmm.
the Punjabi channel is a better start.
Okay.
If you're trying to aim for, hey, I need to make money doing this, then the English channel is a better start. Mostly
Okay.
because it works off of, so for views and subscribers, it's supply demand.
Right.
And I don't know much about the YouTube Punjabi
Okay.
market and how many people are doing things, but every time I've seen language channels, they've grown a lot faster than the English channel. As long as you're not
Mm-hmm.
picking some, like, how many people speak Punjabi? A lot of people. It's not
Mm-hmm.
some tiny little language that
Right.
nobody's heard of.
Right.
So the channel could grow faster because there's not as much supply, but there's no ad revenue for a lot of the international languages because the advertisers, the sophisticated ones, are targeting the United States audience.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot harder to make money doing it, but you can get more following. So that's
Okay.
pros and cons of figuring out, but it's definitely two different channels.
Okay. For sure. Okay. And then when you do put a YouTube channel, a YouTube video out, how do you bring out the audience when you're starting from like 0 subscribers? Do you just post it on your own social media, or is there anything else I need to do to draw more subscribers?
Yeah, so what I'll be doing is the game that you want to win on YouTube is not
Hmm.
search, even though people know that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world.
Right.
Where people get their views are not search, it's from suggested. So
Okay.
most of the views on my channel aren't coming from people typing in something. It's they're watching another video and then they watch one of my videos. It's down the side
Right.
or at the bottom.
Hmm.
Mobile's at the bottom and desktop's down the side. That's where you want to rank. So what I'd be
Okay.
doing for you is, like, what's the topic that you want to talk about? What's a video
Um,
title idea?
sure. I had this video title, like Life is a Boomerang. So whatever you put out and whatever intentions you put out in the universe comes back to you.
Great. So here's what, I'm going to go to my computer. We're going to look at this together.
Okay.
What you want to do is find another video
Okay.
that already kind of talks about it and
Okay.
use a similar title.
Okay.
So I'm going to load YouTube. We're doing it. This is live coaching on the spot. So your
Wow.
thing was life as a boomerang, or life
Yeah.
is a boomerang? Which one?
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. Life is a boomerang.
Life is a boomerang. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here. So life is a boomerang is showing up. There's some music videos on it. Kindness boomerang, life is a boomerang, how to throw a boomerang, life is a boomerang, 148 views. Aussie man hunts rabbits with a boomerang? Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that's crazy. So here's the thing. This is not a great video title
Okay. Okay.
for YouTube. One, because the ones that are lessons, which is what you're going to be doing, right? So like thought leadership,
Right.
is going to be the very low views, right? Like 148 views on that video. The other ones are either it's a music video or it's actual boomerang.
Okay.
So what you want to do is now think, okay, that can still be the theme, and you can still talk about life being a boomerang. You can even have a boomerang in your hand and whatever. But what's the message then behind that video besides life is a boomerang? Like, what am I going to learn in that video? What are you trying to teach me?
So basically, what I'm trying to teach is whatever you put out in the universe comes back to you. It just doesn't mean your actions; it means your intentions and your thoughts. So you can't really think negative thoughts and expect good things or expect opportunities to show up. So basically, law of attraction. But this was my take on for a different title.
Yeah. So that's what I would start putting in, right? If I put in either one, like you could put what did you say? What you type in one-handed. What you put without into the universe you get back?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, so this is now where I'm looking at different video titles to see what you might be able to pick. So this one got 186,000 views. What you put out to the universe will come back to you.
Okay.
That's already way better. It's 186,000 views versus 180. It's a big gap, right? Then here, pay attention to the signs of the universe. How the universe manifests your desires. You are energy, inspirational speech. So all of these, like already, what you put out to the universe will come back to you. Your goal is, after people watch this video, I want your video to show up down the side.
Okay. Okay.
So I don't care how Mike Rashid does it or how Jack Canfield does it. You don't need to watch their videos to get their ideas. You know, you have the ideas, but when I'm watching their video, I want yours to come up afterwards. So those are better titles. If you called it that, so what I'd be doing is go to YouTube and actually type in what you think you want to call your video and see what shows up. So the boomerang story is great, but it's not going to work super well as a title based off of the quick research that we just saw. But if you can make that video, what you put out into the universe comes back to you, great. That's the title of your video. And then you still tell the story of the boomerang inside the video. Does that make sense?
Okay, get it. So I think I've been going more about different ideas, but I could talk about the different idea in the video, but have the title. It does make sense. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. I get it now.
The whole point of
it's just that I was like,
oh,
I should put a different title to maybe have more people click on it, but I guess it doesn't work that way if my video isn't even suggested to the audience, because it's only going to be suggested, like you said, if they watched a video very similar to that.
Yeah, and it may not even make sense to them. Like if you said, life is a boomerang, you're making them do an extra step. Which for you maybe is like, oh yeah, that makes total sense, but somebody else watching, they may not understand it. So learning from, even think about your own YouTube history. You can go back and watch your own YouTube history. What titles and thumbnails did you click on? Which ones did you watch? When you type in law of attraction, what are the videos that show up? Like there's going to be lots. Not all of them. You don't watch all of them. You pick 5% of them to watch. What are those 5%? Why? How did they call it? What was their thumbnail? And so you're unique. Yes, you need to have unique stories. It's not just you trying to be Jack Canfield or whoever else. And that's in the actual content. But in taking similar titles, you get suggested against those videos. And that's your job, is to get people they can't hear your knowledge if they don't ever click on your video.
Makes sense. Totally makes sense. Yes.
Cool. Okay. And then you could do the same thing in Punjabi.
Okay.
Like type in law of attraction in Punjabi and then see what's coming up, and then you want to try to rank against those videos. Okay,
for sure. And also, Evan, what about editing? Like, do I need to edit my videos when I first start, or like minor editing? Do I need to learn editing from someone, or online I need to learn it? Like, what should I start with?
I would start with the template in Built to Serve. You have Built to Serve, right?
Yeah, I do have it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
From your
the perfect thought leadership template is in the last section. I would use that template.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about editing at the beginning. The most important thing is you've had this idea for 7 years, and now we actually need to make it happen.
Right.
Instead of making it more complex, let's make it more easy. All I would worry about right now is making sure that you nail the first sentence. So in the book, there's examples of what to do for the first sentence. And if you don't get the first sentence right, then stop the recording and then start it again. But get the first sentence down, and then start telling the story.
Okay.
Start telling the story about the boomerang. And if you make a little mistake, keep going. It's actually a great skill to learn, because when you get hired to do speaking gigs, when you go on TV or do interviews or anything else, there's no second chance, right? Like if you go on stage, you can't edit yourself. This is a
Yeah.
live presentation.
Yes. Yes.
And so it's a
Totally.
good skill to learn to just keep going. Because if you make a mistake on stage, it's not, okay, let me start over again. You have to keep going.
I know.
And
Yeah.
so that actually makes you a better communicator and a better speaker for everything else you want to do in the future. To be able to practice, just take your phone and twist it sideways. What's your first sentence? Lead with that, and then be able to speak for 10 minutes is a good skill for you to learn forever. And so that's that's the most important thing that you need to learn, more than editing. Doesn't mean if you like editing and you want to dive into it, awesome. But your communication skills is going to be the most important thing to develop.
Okay.
So many people spend 20 minutes making a video, like recording it, and then 5 hours editing it.
Right. Yeah. Well,
And the problem is, there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is you're training the wrong skill. If you want to be an editor, if that's your career goal, awesome. But if you want to be a speaker, you've only spent 20 minutes studying the thing, practicing the thing you want to get great at, and then 5 hours on the thing that you don't really care about.
true.
It's better to flip it, like spend 5 hours recording and re-recording and re-recording to get the video out, and then 20 minutes editing it and putting the thumbnail and title on, because that's actually teaching you the skills to be a good speaker, which is ultimately, where you want to go.
Totally. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes so much sense. I can't really think of any more questions right now, just because I haven't even put a video out. But yeah, I think you pretty much answered all the questions.
When does the video come out?
Today, I'm going to do it today for sure.
Yeah, man. Yes. I love it. It's happening. Yeah, that's the thing. And if you're, I would lean in and just, if you're nervous about it, say you're nervous about it.
Okay.
Say, here's what I'm thinking of doing on the channel, but maybe it'll change. I don't know. I'm just getting started. And that's part of this journey, is being imperfect and trying to express myself and trying to help you guys. And stay tuned for my next video. It's coming tomorrow. And then you do it again tomorrow. And slowly you'll get better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. That's
cool.
Great. Thank you so much, Evan. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Much love.
Bye. You too.
I love it. So good. Great tip. Flip it. Let's go eating and sipping locally. Okay, let's get a couple quick questions in here. The Mohan, Evan, you just completed your book, Built to Serve. Thanks for it. It's really life-changing. Awesome. Glad this helping you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the positivity. Sir, how to stop negative thoughts and overthinking. So a lot of it is due to inaction, right? Like, think about when you have all these negative thoughts and you're overthinking, you're not doing anything. You're giving yourself time to just sit, right? Even to our caller, she spent 7 years thinking about YouTube, and yes, had some family issues, but still, it's like so much time thinking. And when you're just sitting there thinking, it's almost never the positive thoughts, right? It's almost never like, I'm gonna crush this, I'm amazing. It's usually all the things that you suck at, like, ooh, I'm judging myself, I'm not good enough, I didn't go to school for this, I don't have the right gear or the right mentors. It's like when you sit on things, usually you cycle downwards instead of upwards. So the path through is action, action, action. Like, you want to stop negative thinking, overthinking, take action, do it. Like, the best thing she can do right now is post her video, right? Like, when are you going to launch it? She said today. I was like, yes, it's been 7 years. She's going to do it today. It's exciting, right? The momentum is what most people are missing. So if you want to solve your negative thinking and overthinking, momentum, momentum, momentum. What else? Something quick. You guys have questions, pop them below. I see a whole bunch. How to overcome camera fear? You do it, right? I mean, you teach yourself that you do scary things, that fear is not a good enough reason. The fact that you're afraid is not you've allowed the fact that you're afraid to be a reason for inaction. Don't allow fear to be the reason. Like, as soon as you hear yourself or see yourself saying the word fear, that should be a trigger to go and do it. So you get over the camera fear by getting in front of the camera and doing it. Like doing this, doing a live stream. If you caught me 10 years ago, I would be panicking. Panicking. I'd be worried about what the questions are going to be. I'd be worried about disappointing people. I'd be worried about everything. I'd be having a full-on panic attack. And now it's super easy and it's fun because I've done enough of them, right? So the answer is through. You do it. You overcome the camera fearness by doing it, by getting in front of the camera and doing it, and then expecting to suck and just leaning in on what you're struggling with. If you're afraid, then you say that you're afraid. Hey, I'm making a video. I'm really afraid right now. And I'm tired of being afraid on camera. And I realize the only way to do it is to actually record a video. So I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm even doing here, except for the fact that I'm tired of being afraid. And now, why are you afraid? I'm afraid because X, Y, Z, and you tell your story. And that's your video, and you post, and you do it again. If you did that, and you keep going, you're already, even if you just recorded that video. Angela says, join Evan's Bootcamp for Movement Makers. You will thrive. Hey, if you want to be part of some amazing people, including IG Live with Angela, Movement Makers is the place to be. But anyway, if you just made that one video, you'll already tomorrow feel less afraid in front of the camera. Like when she goes and makes her first video after 7 years of wanting to make a video, she's going to feel way less afraid the next day. Just because she did it. So same thing with you. You're afraid of it? Do it. Expect to suck? Do it. And then tomorrow, the fear won't be anywhere near as big. And if you keep doing it, the fear is going to go away. But sitting, thinking, worrying, regretting, letting another week go by, another month go by, another year go by, and you still haven't done it, now the fear becomes this giant thing. You're giving more life. Every day that you wait, you're breathing more life into your fear. I like that. Should write that down. Somebody save that. Every day that you wait, you're breathing more life into your fear. Facts. That's true. Right? Because you're sitting there thinking of all the reasons why you suck and can't do it, and it's not going to work out. So whatever you're afraid of, this is about camera fear, but whatever you're afraid of, the answer is to do it. And then you won't be as afraid the next day. And it's, I think, the greatest thing you can do for your self-confidence, for your self-respect, for your self-love, period. Whew, what a session. Guys, thank you for the love. Appreciate you. Back on tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, if you want to join me on my gaming channel, YouTube Gaming, you can link. It's linked from my homepage at carmichael.com. I'm going live today at 6 o'clock. Not many people show up, so you get a great chance to ask me questions and go deep into whatever problems you're facing. So join me there. Continue to believe. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you soon.